Now we don't want you to back out the block. And I told you before, that was easy work. I just feel like he's a tough competitor. A-level for
Jake Paul recently found himself on the receiving end of a verbal lashing from none other than Floyd Mayweather after announcing his fight with 58-year-old Mike Tyson. The long-awaited bout between Tyson and Paul is drawing near, with November fast approaching, but there are growing concerns about whether this fight should even take place. Paul's family, especially his mother, shares these concerns. In a recent interview, Jake revealed that his mother is extremely worried about his safety after seeing clips of Tyson's intense training regimen for the fight. Jake stated that his family will be there for the fight, but his mother is particularly anxious. She's scared, Jake confessed, explaining that she's been watching Tyson's Instagram videos of his training, which showed just how terrifyingly strong Tyson still is, even at his age. She doesn't like this fight. She keeps asking me if I'm ready, Jake said, adding that even his team has been checking in on him, wanting to know if he's truly prepared for what might be the biggest and most dangerous fight of his career. The fight, originally scheduled for July 20th, was postponed, frustrating fans who had been eagerly awaiting the showdown. The delay only heightened tensions, with some questioning whether the match would happen at all. Jake has struggled to understand the critics' perspectives, dismissing them as people who don't understand the sport or the honor of facing a legend like Tyson. "They're like a box of rocks," Jake commented. "These people have no idea what honor, respect, or passion is. They don't know what it means to do something legendary." However, as Jake prepares for the fight, concerns over Tyson's health and his ability to compete at a high level have started to cloud the anticipation. Tyson, who recently turned 58, has faced a number of health setbacks, including a stomach ulcer that forced the initial postponement of the fight. His doctors advised him to ease up on his training, but Tyson remains determined to get back into fighting shape. He took a moment to thank his fans for their support during his recovery, reassuring them that he's still ready to step back into the ring. "I want to thank my fans worldwide for their support and understanding during this time," Tyson said, confident that he would return to his prime. Despite his age, Tyson hasn't backed down from his tough persona. In fact, he issued a stern warning to Jake Paul, promising that he would end Paul's career in the ring. "Jake, you might have gained some time with the postponement, but in the end, you're going to be eliminated," Tyson declared, adding that once they finally meet in the ring, Paul would never be able to box again. Shawn Porter, a former boxing champion and now a commentator on his podcast, expressed doubt that the fight would ever take place. "I hate to be the one to break the bad news," Porter said, "but we're not going to see Mike Tyson fight Jake Paul." According to Porter, the matchup doesn't make sense, not even financially. Though the fight is still scheduled, Porter's comments have added more uncertainty to an already contentious event. Fans now wonder if the much-anticipated generational showdown will happen at all. While some doubt the fight, others, like the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, are excited about Tyson's return to the ring. Fury has praised Mike Tyson's grit and passion, saying that if Tyson can still compete, he should go for it. But even Fury acknowledges the concerns surrounding Tyson's age and physical condition. After all, Tyson will be fighting a much younger opponent in Jake Paul, who is 30 years younger and in the prime of his athletic career. Paul, too, has addressed the doubts and critics. He knows many people don't believe he can take down Tyson, but he remains defiant. "People are saying it's going to be my funeral," Jake said. "They're saying he's going to kill me. But what happens when I put Mike to sleep? This isn't a joke. I respect Mike, but we're not friends until November 15th. I'm knocking this guy out, and we're going to see who's really dead after the fight." The lead up to the fight has been filled with trash talk from both sides, as Jake continues to defend his chances against the legendary boxer. Tyson, for his part, isn't fazed by Paul's bravado. He's confident that his experience, power, and skill will carry him through the match. In a recent press conference, Tyson warned Jake, "As soon as I catch you, it's over. You can run around, but I will catch you, and when I do, it's going to be finished." However, the reality of Tyson's physical condition remains a major talking point. Can Tyson at 58 really compete with someone half his age? Tyson hasn't been in a professional fight since retiring in 2005, and while he's been posting videos showing off his legendary power, many experts are skeptical about how long he can last in the ring. Joe Rogan, a prominent figure in the fight world, recently expressed his concerns about Tyson's ability to handle a full match against someone as young and energetic as Jake Paul. Tyson looks great hitting pads, but hitting pads is not the same as fighting, Rogan said. Can he do that for 8 rounds? I don't know if he can. He had to pull out of the first fight because of his ulcer, and now we're just left wondering if he can really go the distance. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, a UFC welterweight champion, echoed Rogan's concerns, saying that Tyson could risk tarnishing his legacy by taking this fight. I grew up watching Mike Tyson, Thompson said. He's a legend, but this could harm his legacy. If I were close to him, I'd tell him not to fight. He's done so well for himself, he doesn't need to prove anything. While some experts think Tyson should stick to sparring and avoid professional fights, others believe Tyson can still pull off the win. Tyson's trainer has been vocal about the former champion's ability to knock out Paul, insisting that despite his age, Tyson's skills are still sharp enough to end the fight with a single punch. As the fight draws closer, the hype only grows. Tyson Fury, who's preparing for his own rematch against Alexander Usyk, is one of Tyson's biggest supporters. Fury has expressed confidence that Tyson will win the fight, saying, "Mike's going to shut up all the critics." He's still got it. Even with all the excitement, Jake Paul remains confident that he will come out on top. He acknowledges Tyson's power, but insists that he's ready for whatever Tyson brings to the ring. "People doubt me because I'm the younger guy, but I've been training hard for this," Jake said. "I've beaten everyone they've put in front of me, and Tyson's not going to be any different." The public remains divided on whether the fight will actually happen. Tyson's age and recent health issues have many wondering if it's wise for him to step into the ring. On the other hand, Jake Paul's confidence and ability to draw attention have made the fight a must-watch event, regardless of the risks involved. In the final weeks leading up to November 15th, fans are left to wonder whether this generational showdown will be the end of Tyson's legendary career or the beginning of Jake Paul's true rise in the boxing world. As the days tick down, the anticipation is reaching a fever pitch, with both fighters promising to deliver a knockout performance. For now, all eyes are on November 15th, and the world will be watching to see if the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson finally happens. If it does, it promises to be one of the most talked about boxing matches in recent history, and whether it ends in a knockout or a hard-fought decision, it will undoubtedly leave a lasting mark on the sport. The countdown has begun, and while doubts still linger, there's no denying the excitement and spectacle that this fight promises to bring. Whether Jake Paul can back up his bravado or if Mike Tyson can turn back the clock remains to be seen. One thing's for sure, November 15th will be a night to remember.